All right. All right. Good evening, everybody. So I see we have some people on. Hello to everyone that are in the comments. I'll kind of give everyone a rundown of what tonight is. First of all, my name is Cass. I am co-founder along with Joko, and of course we have Dave, our director of ops, on. We'll have Javier will pop on in a little bit to help us out with our raffle. So I'll just give you guys a layout of the night. So what we're going to go over a couple things, do some sharing out. Then we're going to have a Q&A session throughout. Until we get to the Q&A session, feel free to put your questions in the comment section, or you can wait to the Q&A section and just ask it out loud. And then after the Q&A session, then we will have the raffle. So we will start at the top. All right. So again, my name is Cass. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Cass. The first thing I just wanted to mention with you guys, I know you've seen it a million times. Joanna's been posting about the change that is taking place beginning today. And that change is about rolling out texting from the work phone. So the challenge has been that some people are saying that they're at the lot and they're not at the lot. And then when they pull up to the lot, they're jumping in the trucks and they're driving off and they haven't even done a pre-trip. And what that's doing is it's causing us to miss safety issues with the truck. It's also causing people to be late to their first stop, which creates safety issues and people trying to speed up to get to their next stops. And then also it impacts our contract with Amazon. So even if we're 1 minute late to a stop, it really impacts the entire organization because we have to then dispute even if you're 1 minute late. I always tell people logistics is time and place. It's being at a certain place at a certain time. And if you're on time, you're early, right? You want to be early and on time. On time is typically in logistics going to make you late. So this is how we're going to move going forward. Everyone can clock in 10 minutes prior to their shift. So I would encourage you to be at the lot 10 minutes prior to your shift so that you can hustle on over to your truck and clock in and send that text message that says, hey, starting pre-trip at the exact time or before the time that your shift is supposed to start. So if your shift starts at 6, you should be texting at 5:59, 6 o'clock, not 6:01, not 5:59, 5:58, 5:57, anything 6 or before. So you want to make sure that you're getting there to the lot 10 minutes before, so you can take the time to walk to your park your vehicle, walk to your truck, and send that text message from the work phone to the dispatch phone. You will send it. You will say, this is Cass. I'm here to pre-trip. I'm pre-tripping. And then at the end, you will send, hey, pre-trip is complete. So I put the terminology or the verbiage in the message that you guys have seen a million times. But a lot more people are late than you think. You'll see that today in the raffle. We only had about half the team that made the raffle because we have that many people that are late. So so this is an initiative. We're trying to build good habits now. A lot of people, this is their first driving job. And if we build good habits now in logistics, then those habits will follow you throughout your driving career.
Okay, can I add to that?
Please, yeah. Please.
Okay, so hopefully everybody's doing good. I do want to add that with everything is safety, right? Everything is safety. So there's a lot of people showing up and they just hopping in a vehicle, not necessarily doing a legit pre-trip and sitting in the vehicle, not opening the hood, just assuming that it's Amazon and the vehicle's good. Like, no one should be doing that, regardless whether you're being watched or not. Like, this is safety. Like, you guys are in a machine. So these big trucks, like, it should be a common practice. And yes, there's different levels of people's experiences, but it should be a common practice where if you get into any truck, whether you've been here 2 years or 2 days, you should be doing a proper pre-trip. You should be actually opening the hood. You shouldn't be trusting Amazon. You shouldn't be trusting Amerifleet because you're driving the vehicle. And if something happens, it's going to affect you and your family. So nobody should be rushing. You're getting paid per hour. Nobody's getting paid per cents. So there's no speed to your miles. You're getting paid per hour. So you should get there early, do what you got to do, and there's no headaches, right? So once we roll out, I don't know what that sound is. But once we are you able to mute it, Dave, where it's just only us?
I think it's just I think it's you guys. It went away now.
Yeah, I don't know. But okay. Well, it should be to the point where when and I lost my train of thought, man. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is you should always be at a point where you should be doing your pre-trips, post-trips, and then something happens, it's on you, right? So this is what I was gonna say. Change is a constant thing. If you're somebody that is thinking, oh, we're not the same company 2 years ago, or we're not the same company 6 months ago, then you're just going to fall off the train because we're going to keep moving and we're going to embrace change. Change is something that's normal. And if you're somebody that doesn't like change, then you're going to be very uncomfortable here because Amazon in its like fabric is change. That's why they're still ahead. So I just wanted to add to that, and the cast can continue. But the main thing is you should be doing pre-trips. You should be opening the hood. You should be checking the fluids. You should be checking the tires. Pre-trips, not just on the vehicle, on the trailers as well. Pre and post trips. There's a lot of people that were not. We're doing better as a team, but there's some people that were not actually doing pre-trips and post-trips on the trailer. You're just assuming that it's okay. And that's not, you shouldn't do that. Just for safety, pure safety. So whatever you got to do, everybody's adults here. We shouldn't have to babysit you to get there. But guess what? We're going to, because we have our metrics, we're not going to cut the corners on the metrics. So we'll talk about that as far as giving you a call ahead of time and making sure you're there. Why? Because we need to make sure these metrics is on point, because at the end of the day, the contract, this relationship, this contract is based off of metrics. As long as you can continue to hit the metrics and not put yourself in a position where we're not safe, then the contract is good. And if the contract is good, then everybody can continue making money. But if you put the company at risk, you put yourself at risk, you put the contract at risk, and we're not taking that risk for anyone. So I just want to be clear on that. But you got to Cass. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, that was it. I was saying just so that's the change. That change goes into effect immediately. So if you are coming into work even tonight, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and clock in. You want to go to your truck, and you want to make sure you're sending that message to the dispatch phone. This is Cass. I'm beginning my pre-trip, and then at the end, you also send to the dispatch. Pre-trip completed. So that's a new way of moving. And of course, if you don't, sadly you'll be written up. So we'll just ask you to acknowledge it. We'll have you sign off and put it in your file. And then after that, then there will be a series of suspensions, or multiple, single or multiple, just depending on the situation and the continuous of lateness. And that's all I have for that.
So Mina?
No, Dave.
Okay.
All right, cool. So main topic, one of the main topics tonight, the work phones. So we have tried a series of different troubleshootings. Javier and I've attended multiple meetings with Amazon about the Relay app itself, and just the crashing and just everything that's wrapped around with that. So what we are kind of coming to realization of, the system that monitors the phone is called an MDM. That system that we currently use, it's not working the way that it should be. So I have a couple of demos set up tomorrow with some more advanced MDMs to get the work phones hopefully switched over. So that way it's working a lot better for you all. The issue that we're running into is that the phone itself is not updating, or the Relay app itself is not updating.
Hey, you should explain MDM, so not assume everybody knows that.
Oh, gotcha. So the MDM itself, it's the whole purpose of it is to be able to have restrictions, tracking, and then also to be able to force updates, and basically to troubleshoot remotely without having to physically have the phone in your hand. So the premise behind it is, in the office, if you guys are experiencing an issue out on the road, we can troubleshoot like remotely. So like I said, the system we currently use is not doing what it needs to. So we are trying to switch to something that's a little bit more advanced that can handle what it is that we do. The other part of it is the Relay app itself gets constant updates. So when the phone is not allowing it to update, or the iOS is not updating, that's what's causing this major issue. This is also why you guys' phones are working and the work phones are not. So we have addressed it. Like I said, we tried many of different troubleshooting. I've even gotten some tips from you all. So those that reached out, thank you. That's actually how we led, or that's what led us to get to this point. Was the advice that I got from a couple of you all that reached out. So that is something that is coming up. Hopefully, we can get switched over pretty quickly and get them all up to date. Thank you guys for your patience in this. I know it's frustrating. I know you guys are having to use your own phone, which is never the idea. No, we never want to invest in, purchasing a bunch of phones that don't work. That's never the idea, or it doesn't even make business sense. So, for those that have been experiencing it, again, we are looking for a better option. Hopefully as soon as tomorrow. But we'll keep you guys up to date with that. Another topic is fueling up. This is probably one of the biggest, I would say, barriers that we all face. So one of our core values as a company is teamwork, right? So it's looking out for the next person. It's looking out, it's you being looked out for from the person before you, etc. So when people are returning and they're not fueling up, that directly impacts the very next person that has that truck. I've talked to most people on this team. Everyone that I've talked to has experienced this at some point, and it's frustrating. It causes you to be late. It causes you to throw your whole morning off. We get it. We understand. Here's the thing, though. The team itself, we all have, like, everyone has to be held accountable to it. So you just have to fuel up. There's no other option other than for everyone to feel, to be upset behind it. So our dispatch team, I know they try to switch trucks out, but the reality of it is, if no one wants to fill a truck up, then trucks will never have fuel. It's just that simple. So if you unfortunately are the person that receives the truck that doesn't have fuel in it, then please fill it up, and then fill it up when you get back for the next person. Again, I understand, in the moment it's frustrating, but if everyone has the team mindset, then this issue would stop happening. It's that simple. Our dispatch team, we got some feedback from you all. The dispatch team will start letting everyone know ahead of time. If they're made aware of it, that if a truck comes back from the shop, for example, and we know it doesn't have fuel, we'll let that person know, hey, the truck you're assigned today does not have fuel, just to give you a heads up. But that's as best as we can do in that situation, because if the person before you just doesn't fuel up, there's no way that our dispatch team knows that until you arrive to work. So again, if everyone collectively has the team mindset to say, hey, I'm going to look out for the person after me so that way I can be looked out for, then this issue in itself would stop. So it's everyone's responsibility to make sure you fuel up. Again, if it's before your shift, we apologize on that. But at the end of the day, that's just a part of this industry. Everyone should have that team mindset to avoid this altogether.
Okay. To add to that, with the gas, I think we mentioned this before as far as gas cards. Mm-hmm. We got word from Amazon that people, I don't know who it is, but someone's stealing gas, and on our team, it's more than one person. So we're gonna switch some things up, and Dave will let you know when that time comes. But just understand, I just want to just be honest with you guys. We've been doing this long enough. Just because you didn't get caught, you haven't got caught, doesn't mean we're not building up a case against you already, because that's theft to a whole nother level, right? And this is the thing. Yes, that's theft on a whole nother level. So just understand, just because we haven't said nothing doesn't mean we don't know who you are. And the more dollars, because everything is trackable. Just think about that. Whatever gas card you use, and everything is trackable. This is Amazon. This is not like a mom and pop back wall in the garage company, right? So just think about that. So I advise you, if you're someone you think you're getting away with it, there's been plenty of opportunities where you won't just lose your job. It'll be more than that. It's building a case against you. So I just want to just be smart for you and your family, that you don't put yourself in a position that's going to affect you and your family, and charges get held against you. Things like that. I'm just being honest with you. So we're changing some things up. But like I said, this is across the board, but I can't speak for any other company. We could just speak for our company. I don't want to just harp on bad news, but this is a problem. And whoever's doing, you got to stop, because like I said, you're going to hurt you and your family. I'm just being honest with you. Okay, on the good news. We've been having fantastic plus. We get graded poor, fair. This is all metrics. Poor, fair, great, fantastic, fantastic plus. So as a team collectively, we've been doing great. But for the last 3 weeks, I believe, right? 3 weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last 3 weeks, we've been hitting the high, fantastic plus. So that's why we've been, we'll talk about like a lot of the swag we've been giving out to the team. And Dave will talk about some stuff, but continue doing what you got to do. The goal is for us to be number one, safe company, and number two, be an on-time company, right? You order from Amazon, so you know what it is when you order from Amazon. The thinking is, hey, I want it today, tomorrow, the next day. I'm not going to wait 5-6 days. All that stuff is connected to time, and you're connected to that as well. So, again, there'll be more opportunities coming down the road, but again, none of those opportunities happen. You guys been here when we had diesel. I don't know. Some people you don't know. All you know is the APP lot. All you know is the CNG trucks. You don't know about diesel. We had diesel before, and all of this stuff changes when there's opportunities, right? So just know that this comes from being a safe, being a safe company, right? So again, just want to let you guys know we are doing well as a safe company. We just got to continue doing that. What's next?
Referrals.
Referrals, yes. Okay. So beginning of this year, we made the referral bonus. Thank you for those who did refer people to us, and we paid you out. We appreciate that. But the referral bonus is tax-free at $250 for whoever you refer to us. Let them know about the job. Let them know about on time. Let them know about everything that we, let them know the job, because you do the job, right? So let them know what they need to do to be successful. They got to be here 90 days, and you still got to work here, and they still got to work here. Once they do that, we let payroll know. Dave will take care of it. Let payroll know, and then you get paid $250 tax-free. That is also in the app when you log in, ADP app. It shows it right there. All right? So it's $250. They have to be here 90 days, and you'll get paid for that. And we have to know before they start working, because a lot of times people play games. Oh, let them know that I referred you, and then I'll split the money with you. We're not doing that no more. So we got to know before they even start working, then we know it's a legit referral. Thank you.
All right, cool. So anyone that worked during Prime, so first and foremost, thank you guys for getting through Prime. That's the pre-look before peak season, I would say. So Prime, our numbers were amazing as far as our compliance. So thank you everyone who went through that Prime week. Just for a little insider knowledge, we're called middle mile. So it's 3 phases of Amazon getting a package to a customer. So you have, the first mile, that's like the Amazon sorting centers, fulfillment centers, etc. Then you have us, we're the middle mile. We're getting it from center to center, sometimes distribution center, fulfillment center, whatever the case may be. And then you have last mile, that's the Amazon vans getting to, that goes inside the Amazon vans getting to the customer's front door. So we're that middle piece. So where we directly impact customers getting their package. If we're late to a delivery, that can then impact packages getting inside of a van, which then delays it getting to the customer. So during Prime, the 2 weeks of Prime that we had, our numbers were amazing. So thank you guys, that went through that week. Like I said, that's the pre-look until we get into peak season later this year. Was it the last 2 months, 3 months of the year? So as a thank you for that, everyone who worked during Prime got the 6 months of you should got the link for free Prime or free Amazon Prime, like the subscription. So that was sent out to everyone as a thank you. So this is just another way of us saying thank you. Just since everyone's here for the most part. So I just want to touch on that. Another thing as well from everyone that went through Prime. We got vest. The Amazon vest is, I think it says Amazon Freight Partner on the back. We have some shirts and we have like these notebooks as well. So our dispatch team, they've been coordinating getting inside your guys' trucks. The vest came first, so if you got a vest but have not gotten a shirt or a notebook yet, it's still coming. Well, it's here now, but it's coming to you. The vest came first, so they put those out. But now the shirts and notebooks are here. So if you have not gotten one, you will be getting one. So just bear with us. But our dispatch team, like I said, they're coordinating it, getting it inside everyone's trucks. So that way you have it when you come to work. But that's it.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to move into Q&A, and then after the Q&A, we're going to go into the raffle. So I don't see any questions that are posted in the comments right now, but if you do have any questions, we ask you to put them in the chat. If you do not feel comfortable putting them in the chat, you can message us after this inside of Sling. You can send it to either, Cassandra, Joko, or David in there, or all three of us together if you want to do a group. But yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys had any questions, comments. I just want to open up the floor to you guys.
One thing real quick, this is a recorded stream. So if you came late, if you want to rewatch it, it's the same link that you clicked to join this. Once this is ended, give it like 10-15 minutes, and then you should be able to go back and rewatch it. If you think you missed something, if you want to rehear something, that link is a replayable link. So that's what I throw that out there.
But yeah, we have these town halls to, this is the time to ask questions. We don't get a chance to a lot of time. Everybody's moving on the road. So any questions that, a lot of, you could hear it directly from us. No middleman. This is the time to ask. And Dave will, have the question go under the screen so everybody could see. So again, any questions, this is the time to ask because, we probably do these town halls like quarterly, twice a year, 3 times a year. So this is the best time to ask the questions direct, and we will do our best to give you a direct answer.
If you're having a issue in putting questions in the chat that's physically on the screen right now, you can post it in on-road communications. I do have it up on my second screen right here. So if you are having an issue posting it here, you can post it there, and I'll just read it out loud. Just because I know sometimes people have issues.
You let them know for the raffles. Okay. They got to be present, right?
No, they don't have to be present.
No,
because some people are on
the
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we wait for some questions,
boom, Dave, can you update DriveWise so tags are not correct? Absolutely. I will put that on the list right now. If I find a pen.
Oh, there's another question too. Any chance of cleaning supplies and some windshields are dirtier on the inside than out? So what do you call that thing, that box that's there? You just call it a box? There's a box that
jukebox, something like that.
Jukebox?
It's like, yeah, something like that. It's just little boxes up front.
There's a box there and it's full of supplies. We just confirmed that supplies are there. We check the cleaning supplies every time someone goes to the lot. So 3 to 4 times a week, we're checking to make sure the cleaning supplies are filled. They were just checked on what is today? Thursday. So they were checked on Tuesday. So what is it called? A gang box?
Yeah, there you go. Gang box. That's what it's called.
Ooh, okay, that was a jukebox, like some music, but it's a gang box. If you don't know where the gang box is, we can post a picture of it after this call in the on the road communications, because I believe somebody just took a picture of it.
Maybe, Leon normally has pictures, right? He could.
Yeah, he posted a picture earlier this week. Someone did.
Okay, maybe Leon, you could post. Regarding cleaning, every twice a month on Wednesdays. I
Sorry.
believe it's on Wednesdays. You guys have seen it, I think. There's a spray company. They come and they spray down all the trucks, not just us, every uh truck in the lot. They spray them twice a week. So we should be getting hit twice a week on the exterior. So if you see them, let them know to start hitting the windows. So I'll touch on the inside, but let them know to start hitting the windows. Again, closed mouths don't get fed. So just say something, and then we'll get it addressed. But they do that twice a week. Do we have someone to clean the inside of the trucks? Yes, we do have someone to clean the inside of the trucks. We typically have them come out every 3 months around there. It's about that time, so I'll reach out to them. But again, you got to do your part and maintain the cleanliness. And please, there's garbage. There's a lot of garbage behind these trucks. People just tossing it on the ground. It's very disrespectful. We got to respect the lot. There's garbage cans there. Throw it in the garbage can and clean up after yourself, please. Wipes, things like that we'll provide, but clean up after yourself, please. But yeah, we do have someone to clean the inside of the trucks, and I got to reach out to them. But I got to get them access to the lot too as well. But yes,
I can. We'll have the names added. I'll make sure it's added. I can answer this one. So yes, kind of. So the issue with assigning trucks that we've been running into, one, as things, things happen with the trucks, we have to, get it serviced. So, let's say you come back, your airline is the person before you, the airline is damaged. Then we have the Merifleet techs fix that. It's not always back up by the time the truck's needed again. So we do have to then switch trucks around. Another part, if truck got to an accident, it's a couple different barriers that go into keeping it super clean, where you just get the same truck no matter what. So we are trying to get it back to where it's a smaller rotation of what trucks you'll be in versus just any day it's willy-nilly. But a big part of the trucks as well, being changed as far as assignments, is them not being fueled. I've literally witnessed or heard several calls of people calling saying, "Hey, can you switch my truck because there's no gas in this one?" And our dispatch team, they're doing so. So that by itself can change the truck assignments. Also, a lot of times people are calling ahead to say, "Hey, I want to take this truck tonight." That's if we can make it work, we make it work. But that's not the design. Whatever is in sling is what you should be assigned to. So that's that part on that.
Somebody asked for some small brooms. I can order some small brooms to give to the little handheld ones.
Mhm.
I think that was who asked that.
and they got to put it back.
That's the
Right?
row.
Truck.
No, I think that was Austin's. They have a really beautiful family too. But anyway, we'll put that in there in the thing, the little brooms in there, so I can order those today
Gang box.
in the gang box.
Yeah.
Just make sure that if you do that, don't just put the broom in there like kind of hit on the ground some of the dust and stuff, so it doesn't make everything in there dirty. Because we also keep other supplies in there. We also keep our clipboards for the new people. So just kind of dust off the bottom of it the best you can before you put it back in there. But I can put some little brooms in there. I'll order those today.
I think Shamir said having more than one trash can. It's supposed to be two, as one on both sides of where our trucks are parked. Trust them, it was. I think Leon just said it. It was pulling teeth just to get the two that we got. So that's something that we can try to get. But the main thing I will say with that, if you see the trash is getting full, can you just please post that so that way we can let the yard know so they can dispose of or empty the trash cans that we do have. I know for at least like 2 weeks they didn't dump it at all. Again, The only way that we know is if you guys are letting us know. So if you see it, please post in chat. You can call me. You can call dispatch. Just let somebody in our team know, so that way we can have that addressed. So yeah.
Hey, Justin. I saw you said something about you didn't get a vest. So reach out to Oshi. Just if you haven't got a vest or shirt or notebook, the shirts and notebooks are coming. But if you haven't got a vest, just tag Oshi on the side, the one that does the schedule. Everybody knows Oshi. Just tag Oshi and she'll get it to you.
I seen Jared.
Yeah, Jared had a question. Why is it not going up? There you go. I've had been there a good bit, and the miles off over 50 miles on my total trip. Is there any way to resolve the issue because it makes us look bad on numbers? So I'm trying to understand fully. So are you saying that the mileage is off in relay from like when you first log on, it says like this trip may be 60 miles. You're saying that it's more than that, or are you saying, yeah, could you a little furtherly explain what you mean by that? If that's what you mean, I'll just keep talking to your post. If you're saying that the mileage off is from what the Relay app says, Relay is a work in progress in itself. So a lot of that, Amazon, they're new to this space. They're not new as an organization. They're new to this logistics space. So if it's off by 50 miles, that's a big concern. So something I can definitely escalate to Amazon. But yeah, we can. Yeah, we definitely can escalate that one.
Okay, he hasn't said anything else.
Okay, we keep moving until he says something. You said agree. Justin said you got a mess. My message is pretty long, so I don't know if you want me to ask. Yeah, ask. This is the time to ask. So just type it. Are there any consequences for people that don't fill up the truck after this shift? It's an ongoing issue. What would you say?
I say right now we've just been trying to tackle time. I know the team is feeling really babysat right now with us having to call an hour before and then having people say, I'm starting pre-trip, I'm ending my pre-trip. I can think of something, we can all think of something. We can get in the room and think of something, a way to penalize people. But the thing is, we're also going to be penalizing the people that are doing it right, that are gassing up. So every time we put something in place, it also, everyone has to suffer, right? So the hour before, because people are late, everybody suffers. Hey, because people aren't pre-tripping, everybody has to get there at a certain time and everybody suffers in that way. So we can think of a way, but I want to wait till we can get our on time a little bit better, and then we can focus on fuel, because we don't want to, I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't want to continue to press people by putting all this stuff in so quickly. Say, hey, we got to change this. Okay, then we have to do this. We have to do this so quickly back to back. But I do agree with you. We do have to put some consequences in place. But let's first focus on time, and then we can focus on that consequence, because putting consequences in place means that it's going to impact the entire team, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys want to add to that, Joe and Dave, but that just means more check-ins.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So real quick. Real quick, Jerry, if you could send me those pictures, just so I can have that data to show Amazon. Yeah, Terrell, I agree. Accountability. Justin's question popped up, so I'll put it up.
Okay, so as far as the text before ship, so even if we clock in on time and still run to our stats, we still need to read. So this is for the pre-trip. So this is not, when you clock in, you should be in your truck by the time you start your shift and sending a text message. So yes. So you should be getting to the lot. You want to get there 10. We're in logistics. Let me repeat that. We are in logistics. Logistics is about being early. It's not about just being on time. So you want to get there 10 minutes before your shift. It's a great habit. Get there 10 minutes before your shift. Clock in. I would even clock in my truck so I can send that text message from your truck that you're starting your pre-trip, right? That's how it works. You want to get in your truck before that time to send a text message to say pre-trip begins. That's it. It's very simple to the dispatch phone. It's not, and plus you're getting paid. You could clock in 10 minutes before. So it's about building good habits now. So no matter where you go, if you stay with us for a long time or if you go somewhere else, that you activate your mind. Logistics is not being on time. Logistics is being early. You want to touch on that? Go ahead, sorry.
No, you want to finish your statement?
No.
Okay,
that's it.
So let me elaborate, and just to make sure. So this is different from ADP clocking in and clocking out. So, that's different, right? So let's flip it. Let's flip it, right? Okay. Because I know people understand money. That's the only conversation that makes sense, right? Okay. So Justin, you've been here from day one, so So I'm not just talking to you, but I know a lot of people have this question. So, if this is not affecting you, Justin, then don't worry about it, right? Like, I'm talking to if this is not going to affect you personally, then don't sweat it. As long as your check is good. So, if this is not affecting you personally, then you're good. But there are people right now that they are playing the system. And they want to get paid. So this is what happens. They're coming in. I'm not talking about ADP. They're coming in and saying that they're here. So the dispatch will call. Are you at the lot? You're supposed to be there because we're telling them to call, right? Because Amazon is watching us. So if we're passing off something, best believe everything is connected, right? We're not just pulling stuff out the sky, right? So you're saying, let's say 1 o'clock is supposed to be here, and your shift, your first stop is not till 2, right? I guarantee you. So my question would be, this would be my question: are you okay with being paid at 2 o'clock? No, you're not. You want to be paid at 1. But you don't want to be at work till 2. It doesn't make sense. So the argument could be, again, I'm not talking to you, Justin, I'm talking to everybody. But some people are like, hey, I want to get paid my full 14, 13, whatever hours, but I really don't want to work that. So yes, Amazon may have you starting at hour later, hour and a half later, 90 minutes later. You're not picking up a trailer or whatever, moving empty trailers, moving just ahead of the truck, whatever. But you're still getting paid. So my thing is, the clocking in of ADP, you should be on site clocking. Otherwise, you're stealing time. And there's been people here way before that, and these, I don't know if, I think Justin, you was here, I don't know if Jerry was here, but way in the beginning, this is unheard of. What I'm about to tell you, this is what we used to do. We used to, because Amazon didn't have the loads, but we wanted to make sure we had the people, we would pay people to stay home just so they don't leave. You remember that, Dave?
Absolutely.
You pay people. I know me and Cass remember that. We would pay people in the beginning to stay home. Hey, just don't leave. Stay with us because Amazon is still working this out, but we'll still pay you. That's unheard of. So the point I'm trying to make is, again, if we're implementing something, it's because as a whole, it's affecting us as a team. So when you get that, it's a quick, you guys TikTok, right? You do that easily. So just easily send a text. Hey, pre-trip, I'm here. At the end, post-trip. You don't have to pre-trip and post-trip. You don't have to send text messages to us about your trailer. This is just the beginning of the day and the end of the day when you're done. But continue to pre and post-trip through the app like you're supposed to. But again, as long as you do what you got to do, you're not going to receive a write-up. You're not going to receive lost of days. You're not going to receive termination. As long as you do what you got to do. It's for people that's like, you know what? I don't want to do this. Then it's going to affect your pockets because you're affecting our pockets, if that makes sense. But good question, Justin. You want to say something, Dave? Did you want to say something? Or,
yeah? Oh, no. I agree with what you said. I'm getting text messages, so I was just...
Okay, I got you. Is it possible... Okay, we can go to the next one. Is it possible to not make everyone suffer and just hold the people accountable for being late?
No, it's 50 people. It's nearly 50 people. So it's hard to just focus on. That's what I was saying when you guys were talking about the fuel. If we put something in for fuel, it has to go across the board to everybody. It has to be the same some kind of check that goes to everybody, whether it's a photo or text message, it goes for everybody. So we can't really, that's the thing. Everybody has to suffer when it's a team, right? So if you all win together, you're winning together. If you're losing together, you're losing together. This is, even though you're very much independent in that truck, and everything that you do rolls up into one score. It's not like just being an owner operator, right? Everything that you do rolls up into one score. It rolls up into one metrics. We're one team. It rolls up into one number. I say this to everyone. We have one acceptance score. We have one on time score. We have everything is one, right? Every metrics that we get, if we get a fantastic plus, it's not like Terrell gets a fantastic plus, Justin gets a fantastic plus, Jerry, Ebony. That's not how it works.
Joseph as a whole.
It's one company. So whatever we do, we have to hold everybody that same standard. So that's why I'm also reluctant to keep putting in. We're also reluctant to keep putting in these disciplinary actions, because we don't want it to be too overwhelming. So that's why we're just like, let's just focus on being on time, because you're going to see we only had, half the company that made this on time thing for the month of July, where it was, they contributed to themselves being late. So we're not there yet as a company. Only 50% of the people showing up on time. You may be a person that shows up on time all the time. And I'm sad that people have to suffer for that. But on the other end of that, everyone's going to be building good habits by getting to work 10 minutes early. That is a habit that's going to go forth with you throughout your career. Is just getting there early. Getting there early is logistics, not getting there on time. Getting there early is logistics. So it's not that you're suffering in that you're not going to get paid. If you get there 10 minutes early, you'll be able to clock in and get paid. You'll be able to build the habit of starting your pre-trip, taking your time with your pre-trip, and being ready to go and not having to rush. So you can say suffer, but then also we're building some really good habits, and habits sometimes feel like suffering, right? You exercise, it doesn't feel good all the time, but you're building really great habits, whatever it is.
Hey, Dave, let's highlight this point. Terrell, Jordan.
This one?
No, next one.
The day one. You want to skip that one?
Yeah, Cass since day one has never.
No, that's the one. He was at that one. You got to go back up.
No, I'm saying like he was just making a statement. It's never a case when fueling is an issue. We need better accountability.
We're going to work on fuel next. After on time, focus is going to be fuel.
Okay, I've never been so. I've never been so late.
I've never been late.
So like Justin said, what if I forget to send a message? Okay, here's my question. What if I forget? What if I forget to pay you for that day? People forget. Think about that. Think about that. Really think about that. What if I forget to pay you for that day? You're not having it. You know what I'm saying? So flip that question back on us. For payroll, God bless, you've been here. We never miss payroll. Every week you guys get it like clockwork. We don't even have room to forget. So you want us to have, again, great question, Terrell, but my answer is directed towards everybody. What if we forget to pay you for 14 hours or 3 hours? Matter of fact, we pay you up to 12 if you do less. So come on, like, you're not going to be having it. So the same answer you have to me as what if I forget? I answer that question by saying, what if I forget to pay you? How would you respond? And that the way you respond is the same way we're going to respond. A good question.
Yeah. So just to add to that, I mean, we're not trying to be difficult or brutal or like do anything. If it was, hey, all the tires need to be checked before you guys go, like then we'd be focusing on tires. But that on time is so important to Amazon, so it has to be so important to us. You know, the example I give people is imagine if you had a grocery store and you had one single customer for that grocery store. Every time you saw that customer walk through the door, you'd be running with that basket. They wouldn't touch anything. You'd be putting everything in the basket for them. You'd run them to the register. You bag that stuff. You make sure everything is perfect because you have one customer. We don't have a lot of customers. We have one customer. We don't have Procter & Gamble. We don't have Walmart. We don't have I don't know, Costco. We don't have any of that. We have one customer, and that's Amazon. And our job is to make Amazon happy because they're our only customer. And Amazon has told us the two things that they care about. The two things that they care about the most that keeps us on top, that allowed us to enter into Joseph, and I'm gonna give you guys a little background on that, is our time and our safety. Being on time and safety. And just so you guys know, we didn't apply to be a part of Amazon. They contacted us, and that's not to brag, but it happened. They contacted us. We thought it was a joke. The reason they contacted us is because we had worked with them as a partner in the past.
With the white trucks.
Yes, with the white trucks. They said, you guys are always on time, and you have a great safety score, because we had ELDs in our truck even before they had their own ELDs. So that's what opened the door for us to work with Amazon. And that is such a blessing for us to be able to employ so many people. We only have so many white trucks. We have 7 white trucks, but the way that Amazon is allowing us to grow, it is a blessing. And we want to make sure that the reason they brought us in is a reason why they're going to keep us, and is also the reason why we're on top with them right now. And we have one of the best scores that you can get is because of being on time and being safe. So it's never going to change. If we ever see that anybody's putting it at risk, then we're going to have to keep tightening the reins, because we have to keep this contract, because we have to keep people employed, because that is our mission. Our mission is to employ people and pay them well. That is our mission. And so if we at all are not able to service our mission because of our relationship with our contract or with our only customer, then we're going to keep tightening the reins until we get it right. Right? We're going to keep tightening the reins until we get it right. So that's why we're prioritizing time even over the fuel right now, because our customer cares about that time. And we know at least if we can get on time, then that gives people the space to fuel up if they need to. Then we can get to the fuel issue. But being on time and being safe are the reasons why we were extended a hand to join a company like Amazon. So that's a little background.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it didn't pop up here. It was a text, but the question was, what if our first stop is a bobtail? So Joko kind of talked on that already. So if your first stop is a bobtail, number one, you still have to check in on time. So yes, you can bypass it in the app, but you still need to do that on time. Even if your first stop is a bobtail, regardless, like Joe said, if let's say you're due to work at 6 a.m. and your first pickup's not until 7:45, you still should be at work at 6 a.m. That is the time that you should be reporting to work. It hasn't happened recently, but in the past, it may have been a bobtail originally, but then Amazon switches it to a load. So if you're not there because you're banking on, oh, I don't have to be there 7:45, that directly can impact, again, back to what Cass was talking about, is our on time. So regardless of what that first pickup is, if you were scheduled in Sling, to be at work for that example I gave at 6 a.m., that is a time we're expecting to see you at work. So that's a great question.
We skipped a question. I've never been late. Okay, Justin asked a question as for the raffle. Okay. As far as the raffle, that's not for Prime only. That's extended for the month of yes, that's correct. So it started at Prime and it extended to the end of the month of July. So those are the people that are going to go into the raffle tonight. We have 8 prizes that we're giving out. We have 2 55-inch flat screen TVs, Fire TV included. We have 2 AirPods, the Apple AirPods. We have 2 laptops, and we have $200 Amazon gift cards we're going to be giving out tonight.
All right. I would just like to text saying it will only affect the ones that don't fill up. Okay.
That's a good point, Nicholas. If y'all have any ideas about how we can deal with this fuel up thing, are you going to say something?
No, you continue. Dave, you could just put on, you can finish, put on 852. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. If y'all have any ideas, creative ideas where everyone doesn't have to suffer and we can keep track of the fuel without someone being there, because sometimes the dispatchers are running back and forth, or they have paperwork that they have to complete, compliance things. If you have any creative way, because my way is not going to be as creative as you all's way, because you know what needs to be done. And if we all get in a room together, it may not be as creative as what you guys can come up with. But if you could think of a way for us to hold people accountable, fueling up, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll put it to use. So until then, we'll brainstorm. We have our meetings. So we'll put this in our next meeting, as this has come up like a lot of times tonight. So lets me know we should definitely prioritize. So we'll prioritize this fuel thing. It seems like it's really I think. Oh,
Okay. Will there be any work from the load board or loads out in the port in the future? Um, yeah, we're working on the load board. So just be patient with us. That's something internally we are working on. I know we've been saying that, Nicholas. So we are working on that. That's something that
excuse me.
that's on us. So yes, we are working on the load board to give people. That's going to be the extra work that will come from the load board. So yes, we are working on it.
Maybe we give ourselves a deadline to post back out about it.
About what, the load board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's look at a calendar.
Okay. So while we look at the calendar, we go next question. So I referred a person and they had the interview, but who did they follow up with? So if you referred somebody, anybody, Davin, anybody, we won't know unless you say something, right? So you have to do your part. You have, and nothing verbal. Verbal doesn't exist. We need paper trail. So text Javier or Dave. Say, I referred Billy, Tom, Susan, whatever, Jack. I referred them. And Jack is going to say, Davin told me about this job. And we have a paper trail. And then if something happens, we're not going off of any verbals because we don't remember nothing. It's too much stuff to commit stuff to memory. So we need paper trail. So let Dave or Javier know.
Also, if they were interviewed by us, then that they would be in the process. So they would just reach out to myself or Javier as well, if that was what you meant by that question as well.
Can you guys touch on the pre-trip pictures of the damage? I think we
Yeah.
touched. Okay. Got it?
Yeah, I can touch on that. So this is just from our fleet logistics manager. So make sure when you guys are doing your pre-trip, if there is damage on the truck, that you're posting that picture of the damage. Some of the trucks have new damage that was not reported. So it's important that you are documenting that, because we don't get into a situation where it may be new damage and we look at it and like you're the last person in the truck and then it falls on you. So to cover yourself, always take pictures of the damage, and post it when you're at the yard. So that way, if something comes out of it, then we know for a fact it was not you. So that's the best way to cover yourself, is taking pictures. Like Joe said, saying it, vocally is no proof. So pictures is everything. If you call dispatch, hey, there's damage on the truck, they're going to tell you, hey, take a picture of it. So please make sure, again, when you're doing your pre-trips, you take pictures of any damage that you see.
Cool. Justin's question. Great question. You've been here. You've been here for a minute. What's going on with the owner-operator thing you've been talking about? Yes. Typically, we don't speak unless it becomes reality. So, Justin, mark my words. We are working on this. We're trying to create a full circle where this makes sense for you guys, right? Because I know the ultimate goal for some people, not for everybody, but I know it probably is for you, Justin, some other people, is to, kind of branch out on their own and do some own operator and partnering up. Yes, we definitely want to create that infrastructure. In order for us to do that, we are working on making sure we have like a permanent, dedicated avenue where you can continue eating and eating really, really good. So in order for us to do that, the relationship has got to be solid. So we're working on something right now that's pretty much on the back end. We've got some, people internally that we're working on it. We've been working on it now for
2 or 3 months.
About 2-3 months. It takes about a year to get it in place. So I don't want to say just yet because I want to make sure. But once we get it in place, it's like 6 to 9 months, a year. Then we have that solidified. That will be an opportunity for those that been here and not just off the street and we don't know you. So, if we know you, you've been here, you've been solid and, reliable and you're a good partner, just like we're a partner with Amazon. You're a good partner with us. Yeah, definitely. That's the goal. That's what we're doing this for, for not everybody, but for select few. those that we could partner with. So yes, we are working on it. Thank you. Great question.
And I can add to that a little bit, just so that you know where we are in the process. So typically when we do something, just to be transparent, we either do it with someone that really, really knows us well, like in and out, like we'll be at our Thanksgiving table, or someone we don't know that well, that we don't mind if the relationship goes south, that we will, not lose a relationship. So we either operate off someone who can be forgiving or someone who, the relationship's not there. So we are working with both. We have 2 people we're going to be trying out with, someone we're very, very close with, that has been in truck driving and has helped us start this from the very beginning, as an owner operator. And then we're going to try somebody we don't know. And then that way, if you guys decide to go on the owner operator side, you'll be able to have a conversation with them about the setup, about the lessons that we learned, because we're going to be new to this owner operator thing. And that we work out the kinks before we start. We really try to be fair to people. So we want to work out the kinks before you come on that side. And especially we're going to see if we can do the lease truck option. If that doesn't work, then we're not going to do that. We're going to try both, a lease truck and then somebody bringing their own truck. So we're testing those things out, as Joe said, over the next, I would say 6 to 7 months, we'll have an update for you guys, but we want to experiment, not on you, on a couple other people first.
Yeah. And brand new walking in, we're not even having a conversation.
You have to have some relationship.
Yeah. You have to have,
if you're going to switch over
again, Justin, I know why you've been here. You know what I'm saying? So people know if you've been here, you put in the work. So you're invested, but you just came here 2-3 days and that's not even a conversation. It's not even fair to have that conversation. Great question.
I see another one. I see a lot of ways. Don't fill up, lose days. Okay, so this is the question. We don't need to know necessarily how to discipline people. The question at hand is for fueling. How do we catch people? Because this is the thing. As soon as we say that this person, hey, I just got in my truck, it's not filled up, we call that past person. That person was like, it wasn't me. I had to switch trucks. Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So that is the issue. It's not that we don't have disciplinary actions that we can put in place. That's not the challenge. The challenge is how do we catch people not refueling? That is, and make sure we know it's them and we're not blaming somebody else that switched trucks or something like that, because then it gets really, really murky and hard to track. And then you have to go back and forth with people because you can't really prove it. So how do we prove is the question. How do we prove that someone didn't refuel?
You know what? Find that person that's stealing the gas. That's how you prove it. Find that person that's stealing the gas.
Yeah, I mean
Amazon is investigating that, which is really sad that it has to go to that place, because then they press charges and stuff. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Dave. This has been like an ongoing thing, as you guys know, the team. We've even had some people send the same picture to act like they gassed up, right? So it's definitely a challenge. At this point, I might take selfies at the gas station. I don't know. But that is, yeah, I don't know. Just, hit it with take a picture. I don't know. But I don't know. But yeah, to Cass's point, it is definitely something that we've been trying to wrap our heads around. So please, if you guys, like Cass said, if anyone has suggestions, please throw them our way.
Okay, so we're going to are we going to need more dispatchers? Yes.
Yeah, we'll do 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. It's 2 more questions, and then if you have any questions outside of this, then
we'll do it after the raffle.
Yeah.
Anyone ask that question?
Yeah. We're gonna need more dispatchers when the owner operator starts. Absolutely, we're gonna need more people. Just know, it's like here, you don't get the best times when you first start. Yeah. So just be open to that. But
you have to you have to have, number one, your numbers is on point. You're on time. Don't call out.
Can't call out.
You're not bringing red flags to the table and expect an opportunity. That doesn't, so do your part.
And especially going to be dealing with more experienced drivers. So we really have to have our stuff together. So yeah, but we will be hiring more dispatchers once we roll that out. And what was it? Was one more question. Keep me in mind, please, Terrell. Okay, for sure. Smart Drive want help with time and date if they had an event. I don't know.
This just giving.
That's just information. Yeah. Send the gas pictures from the work phone. I mean, send it from the work phone. Dave just talked on that. They didn't, how people do. They be like, send old pictures. Okay, so I'm gonna start the raffle. Your questions keep. Right? Oh, Javier can. I'm sorry. Sorry, Javier. Taking your time.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm not gonna be that long. I'll be pretty quick. Cass did send out, I believe, the list of people in the newsfeed. How we came to this list, it was I looked back at the records for the entire month of July, all 4 complete weeks of July. Everyone that had 100% on-time score for the whole month, you were already in, because per Amazon you were 100%, and we're partners with Amazon. That's what it's based on. The people that were investigated were the people that weren't at 100%, even if it was just for 1 week. If for 1 week you had less than 100%, I looked into all your trips for that whole month. Looked at the notes, looked at the reasons why you were late, if it was a bobtail, all the stuff. So it came down to 3 categories that disqualified anyone that isn't in the raffle. Came to if you were late to a first stop. As first stops, we just talked about the whole new policy with being to work on time. There shouldn't be any reason that you were late to a first stop. Even Amazon recognizes that, because it is almost impossible to dispute latenesses for first stops. The next is if you were late to a bobtail. If you had a bobtail for your first stop and you were somehow late to that, or if you had a bobtail to your last stop and you were late to that, that you can easily bypass. There's also should be no reason for you to be late to a bobtail. The last category was if you were late and there was no communication, because that makes it harder also again with the disputes, because then when we go to dispute with Amazon, we have no notes for evidence. So we might as well just throw away those disputes. Other than that, if you were late, there were a couple people that were late and they did have notes, they did have communication, and they were late for an uncontrollable reason. So those people made it. So it was those people and the people that had 100% for the entire month of July. And yeah, that's all I got.
Thank you, Javier. So I'm going to start the raffle. So I posted, everyone has a letter code that is in Sling under Ops, Joseph Ops Operations. So you can go there to see what your code is. Also, I have it saved here on my phone, so I'll be able to reference it. I do want to say to the leads, to the dispatchers, I apologize. You guys are not going to be in the raffle. I'll do something special for you guys because I didn't get to put you in this raffle because I forgot. I'm sorry. I know, but I told them that they could be included, and I didn't include them. Do you want to look at the first one? You want me to
No, you got it.
You got it? Okay. Can you hold this for
Yeah.
me? And you can just tell me who it is, okay? I have
can you show which
have a thing here. Each person
roll it in front of them.
Okay. How okay.
Just put it in there and roll.
Okay, I'm gonna start over too. So it opens right here. I'm gonna roll it in front of you guys. I literally I checked this like 15 times. It's everybody that's in there. And I don't have that deep, just transparency. I don't have that deep relationship with anybody that I would try to make you win more than anybody else, just so you know. All right, so I'm rolling it like the lottery. And I'm supposed to go this way now. For one, there we go. Who is this? This is B7. What's the first thing on my list, Dave?
Stand by. I'm pulling it up now. The first thing on your list was.
We can start from the bottom. Let's start from the bottom of the list.
Bottom. Oh, it's on this phone. All right. So bottom of the list is HP laptop.
Oh, okay. So B7, one HP laptop. Who's B7?
B7 is Shamir Charles.
Shamar, you won.
Yeah, I can't read. But yeah, Shamar.
You want a new.
You should post it. You should post it.
Laptop. You can pick it up from the office next week.
I got you, Joe. Hold on. What's that?
Yeah.
All right.
But Shamar's not on this. Does he still get it?
He still gets it. He was on time. Well, not tonight, but he was on time sometime.
So how are we tracking this?
Dave.
I'm writing it down.
Ready.
All right, perfect. Sorry. Next one.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What's the next gift?
You want to skip because you put everything together.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one will be $100 gift card.
Oh, jeez. This thing just keeps falling out. Hold on one second. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, let me turn it in front. Maybe that give me some better accountability. Let me go this way. Okay, now which way is it?
Let me turn it. I'll turn it.
This one already came out. You want?
I'll turn it.
Okay, let me put this one back in. You can tell I'm not good with like tools and things I have.
All right.
There it is. Okay, then you have to turn it backwards one. There you go.
One.
Yep, you got it.
Put it in there.
Oh, B6. B6.
That is Jerry Cheney.
Jerry, you won. What did you win?
$100 gift card.
You won a $100 Amazon gift card.
Wow,
Congratulations,
Jerry.
You
Congratulations.
already
I'll
got
put that
one.
one back in.
Okay, because we got to go the other
So
way.
Jerry and who else won? Shamar. Jerry and Shamar. Wow.
Okay, there you go.
Perfect. Next one. What's this for, Dave?
This is for AirPods.
AirPods.
Chris Jeter, I-16. Chris Jeter. Where's my camera?
Chris Jeter, I-16. Perfect.
Yep, gotcha.
Wow.
Congratulations to Chris Jeter.
Jerry, and Shamar. Congratulations.
Oh, you threw that one at me.
Oh,
All right, this is for the 55-inch smart TV.
Oh, and it has Fire TV on it too. This is for I-25. Let me see who this is for.
That's Deanna.
Deanna's, don't know how to say your last name.
Deanna, you got a TV for
You got a 55-inch smart TV.
There we go to TikTok.
With the
TV.
I don't know what TikTok has to do with that smart TV, but
all right, congratulations, Deanna, you won a TV.
All right, we're going back to the laptop. Yep.
Laptop. Another laptop.
B11.
B11.
That is
Sierra Dorsey. Sierra Dorsey, you have won a HP laptop.
Congratulations. Here's one more.
You got to
What's this for, Dave?
This one is for $100 gift card.
Okay, you got to do it again.
That's what Dorsey wrote. My apologies.
So you go this way and then you go back one. There you go. What? You're going too fast. There you go. B2. Tiffany,
congratulations.
Tiffany,
What
you
you
won a what?
$100 gift card. Sorry.
Amazon gift card.
Gift card. Perfect. Congratulations.
Not $100 Tiffany card, because that would be really nice. Tiffany's in the store. All right. Oh, you dropped it. Okay. B14.
What's this for?
This is for AirPods.
AirPods.
Angelique Henderson, you have won a new pair of AirPods. Congratulations. It'll be available next week.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, this is the last one. This is for another 55-inch TV.
Another 55-inch TV for you gamers.
Let's get an I because we're getting so many B's. Okay, here's an I.
Right there for a gamer.
Devontae Wilson.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You have won a 55-inch flat screen TV with Fire TV included.
Nice. So who's all the winners? Dave, can you name them?
Yep. Give me 1 second. Just writing down Devontae. All right. So for the TVs, you got Deanna and Devontae.
Wow.
For the AirPods, you have Chris Jeter and Angelique.
Congratulations.
For the $100 gift cards, you have Jerry and Tiffany. And for the laptops, you have Shamar and Sierra.
Perfect. So how do they get it, Dave?
Then come to the office. Next week.
I'll be in Tuesday, I believe. But next week, anytime after Tuesday, they should all be in the office.
Yeah. And you know, just so you don't hold us to it, because we said Tuesday, we will let you know when everything is here. So it should be here next week. We will let you know, just in case it's after Tuesday, just in case one of you guys is late, and then because
it all comes from Amazon.
It's come from Amazon and it's late, and you guys don't get it on time. You know, but we appreciate you guys. Again, this stuff is not from Amazon. This is from Joseph Distribution. We decided to do this, so we appreciate you guys. Again, safety is key. On time is key. We're working on developing this whole thing for it to make sense for everybody. All right.
And we'll have a really big giveaway coming up for the holidays. So you definitely want to be a part of that. So we just thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we're so glad that you guys are on our team and that you guys as a whole are fantastic plus as a team. And we're maintaining our A rating. We are one of the best companies. I'm not just saying that just because I'm on this team, but we really are one of the best companies with our metrics and with the quality of drivers that we have. So
it's not too many people. I don't know. Is there any other company in the lot that has the mirror eye?
No, we're the only ones.
We're the only ones. So think
I'm
about
sorry.
that.
I have 2 screens. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Multiple screens
Yeah,
going too
so-
right
Yeah.
now.
Just let you know, you know, they picked us because, you know,
Our scores.
yeah, scores, piloting, things like that. So we're not just talking, you know.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. How you just leave?
We're good. Appreciate you guys. Definitely. We're good.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Well, everyone have a great night.
Good night. Thank you so much for being on.